Okay, in this video what I'm going to be reviewing is artifact relics, artifact knowledge level, and what I call the quick path for your artifact uh, traits. It focuses on single target DPS and is the one I took to for my Ashbringer. Okay, the first thing we're going to note is the relics. To get all 3 relic slots unlocked, you're going to need to complete your class hall campaign order quest line. So what you want to do that as soon as possible to get all 3 relic slots unlocked. This is going to increase the item level of your Ashbringer, of course increasing your DPS. Okay, when you're forced with when you're choosing your relics, what you want to choose is the highest item level relic first. Generally, regardless of what they do, if the higher the item level, the better. Now, if the item level is similar or identical, here is the priority for your relics. Your best relic is going to be for Wrath of the Ashbringer, which is right here. For every point you put in Wrath of the Ashbringer, it increases the duration of your crusade by 2.5 seconds. Okay, your second most desirable relic is going to be for High Lord's Judgment. This is going to increase the damage dealt by Judgment by 8% per point. Right here, High Lord's Judgment. Then the next one is going to be for Deliver the Justice, which increases the damage dealt by Blade of Justice by 8% per point that you put in here. And then your fourth most desirable relic is a Sharpened Edge, which increases the critical strike chance of Crusader Strike by 6% per point. Okay, one thing that's going to make this a lot faster for you, of course, is your artifact knowledge level, and you get this by talking to Yelda in your class hall. What you do is you go to talk to Yelda, you start artifact research notes, and each one you complete, it exponentially increases your artifact power gains. I'm at artifact knowledge level 12 now, which is increases artifact power gains by 1400%. I'd like to note that once you do finish a research note with Yelda, make sure you go ahead and start another one right away, because I have just ran off and went and started doing quests because I was excited I got done with an artifact research note. So you want to make sure that you start one right away as soon as you finish one. Okay, now we're going to go over the path that I took for my Ashbringer. The first gold dragon you're going to go for is right here, Ashes to Ashes. This is going to be your biggest DPS boost overall out of all your traits, because what it does is Wake of Ashes also generates 5 holy power. That's going to be a big DPS boost right there. It also causes all enemies hit to burn for 171,090 radiant damage over 6 seconds. So what you do is you come from here, what you get for free, which is Wake of Ashes, your level 110 ability when you get Ashbringer, down to the Blade of Light, Righteous Blade, Unbreakable Will, Protector of the Ash Blade, and then up here to Ashes to Ashes. Okay, the next trait you're going to go for, the Gold Dragon trait you're going to go for, is Echo the High Lord. Echo the High Lord is also a really big Gold Dragon. Once you get this, you're not going to need Justicar's Vengeance anymore. You can take it for solo questing, like I said in my talent review. but for raiding, you're not going to need that anymore, or divine purpose. What you're going to do is you're going to take Eye for an Eye and Crusade. So what this does is it mimics Templar's Verdict and Divine Storm, dealing 10% of normal damage, which is a nice DPS boost. So what you do is you come over here and you go to Deliver the Justice, Sharpened Edge, Deflection, and then Echo the High Lord. So along the way you're going to get some nice DPS boosts too. I mean, those aren't all bad talents. Those are all pretty good traits. Alright, and then from there, what you're going to go to is you're going to come down here and you're going to pick up your points in Wrath of the Ashbringer, which is going to increase the duration of your crusade by 2.5 seconds per point. You're going to take those. And then after that, the next thing you're going to take is you're going to put your points in Might of the Templar. What this is going to do, it's going to make your Templar's Verdict hit harder than Justicar's Vengeance. So you want to do this. You get a 2% per point. I have one relic in it, so mine goes up to 8%. Alright, once you get that, you're going to go for your last gold dragon, which is Divine Tempest. So you'll come down here, take High Lord's Judgment, Embrace the Light, and then Divine Tempest. And next, what I'll probably do is I'll take Healing Storm, which Divine Storm also heals up to 6 nearby allied players for 37,037. And then I'll take Endless Resolve. And then after that, another trait unlocks, which is a straight DPS gain. And you just take that over and over. And that's what I'll do. So that concludes my relic and artifact trait path review. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Thanks.